Hello, guys, gals, and fellow MB pals. I just wanted to talk about this real quick because it honestly just annoyed me, right? So I was talking last night with my stepdad about the situation with the girlie at the gym and how she's pretty much just playing with me and my money for no reason. And, I said to him, like, I would be lying if I wasn't smiling a little bit, thinking about how God was gonna handle her. And he says back to me, well, what if he decides to show mercy? Or what was even the conversation? Matter of fact, I can just go back and look at it. Because it honestly, it irked me. It irked me and it made me mad. And he said, perhaps he'll have mercy on her. And I said, IDK, I think humility will be an excellent lesson for her to learn. And he didn't say nothing back. And I found that odd because I'm sitting here telling you about a situation where someone has outright just treated me maliciously for no reason, just been quite nasty to me, like when I'm in a hard situation, and you're just like, well, maybe they deserve a little mercy. Maybe they don't know no better. No, 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 no. No, this is a grown woman. You're a grown woman, literally outright just pretty much messing with me just because you feel like you can, right? So in this situation, I don't think under any circumstance that you should be shown any mercy because you chose not to show mercy to me. Why should why should you be shown any mercy? Not to say that it's got to be a tit for tat thing, but I'm just like, if you don't learn your lesson the hard way, I think you're gonna just keep playing with other people, right? And I've already spoken that. I've already spoken like, look, I may not be the one to drag you up out of here, but you're gonna keep messing with other people, and somebody is gonna find you. Somebody is gonna be the right one. And like I just honestly it kind of boggled my mind because of like think of the situation from this kind of standpoint, right? Instead of it being like a situation with money between two people, think of it this way. Say you're a farmer and your job is to plant seeds and harvest crops, right? So in the fall, you buy some seeds from a guy and he gives you very specific instructions on how to plant these seeds, right? Because it's like some sort of like special plant or something like that. Like, yeah, you'll get a whole really big yield from it, but you have to store the seeds this way. You have to plant them at this time. Like it's like very specific instructions for taking care of these seeds, right? And you, being the farmer, are just like, whatever. You take the bag of seeds, you throw it in your barn. Your barn's got a leaky roof, it's full of rats, things like that. And you just don't care. You're just like, yeah, whatever. It'll get cold. That'll keep the seeds like preserved or whatever like that, like throughout the winter. And you just like don't worry about it whatsoever, right? So come springtime, when it's time to actually plant those seeds into the ground, now you go to get the bag of seeds, and they like first of all, half the bag is gone. It's been eaten by rats. They didn't peed and pooped on everything that's left. The roof of your barn's been leaking onto it, so now they done gotten wet. And you've been ruined. You smell moldy, and it's got mildew and all sorts of other stuff. You go to plant these seeds anyway, right? These seeds that have not been taken care of, not been, treated properly, and you go to plant these seeds anyway. And then when you come up with a field full of nothing over the summer, over like the time when your plants should be growing, when you should be taking care of growing plants, you come up with nothing. Now, should you still be expecting a full crop yield, like a bunch of big healthy crops, if you couldn't even bother to follow the instructions to take care of the seeds to begin with? No, that's crazy. Like, so why would someone who planted bad seeds, who went around acting maliciously, acting out of pure evil, under what circumstance would you expect a good result? And why would you expect to be shown mercy under those circumstances when you yourself have gone to the lengths that you've gone to just be horrible? Why would you expect a good or positive result? Under what circumstance? Like somebody's gonna have to explain that to me because in my mind that's crazy. That's nonsense. You can't go around acting like that, acting like so, however it is that you feel, knowing that is wrong, knowing that someone's been like straight up told you this is what's going on. I'll come back and take care of this. Please change this. change this payment method, and you go ahead and do it anyway. And like I even explained in yesterday's video, in the vibe check video, but like nobody watched that video, so it's perfectly fine. But in the vibe check video, I explained that this girl tried to run my card 4 times yesterday. She tried to get for the whole 77, even though her, like I said, her manager had already reversed the transaction. So she tried to run it for the whole 77 again, couldn't get it, then tried to run it for 50, then tried to run it for 20. Like she was just trying to get anything out of my account. She did not care what she took from me as long as she took it. Now, why under any circumstance would you expect to be shown mercy when you're showing that you're acting maliciously just because you can? Okay. So like make that make sense to me under any circumstance, okay? That's craziness. That's crazy talk. For you to sit there and behave like that in a public setting as an adult and think that you're supposed to be shown mercy? No. You're going to get back everything that you put out into the world and then some. That's how that works. This is the like we have to stop being like the play around area. This is we need to start moving into a kitchen area. Not kitchen area. We need to start moving into a kitchen era of playing with fire and getting cooked. That's what we need to be doing. That's what people need to realize. You're going to keep playing with fire. You're going to keep messing around. You're going to eventually find out. That's exactly how this is going to work. So, why, under any circumstance, again, I'm asking, why would you expect anyone to show her mercy? Why would you want her to be shown mercy? Like that's honestly that's really what's like ticking me off in this situation is why would you want someone that I've told you has just tried to harm me for no reason expect to be shown mercy? No, I expect her to be drugged through the streets by her hair. That's what I expect. I expect God to handle her in the best way possible. And then she will, if she does not realize, oh, maybe I should not have done that. This is what this is for. I mean, that's on her to learn that lesson, right? That's on her as again a grown woman to sit back and understand, okay, I should not have done that. But it's like if you didn't stop at me, if messing with me was on your agenda, who else were you messing with, right? Who else have you hurt in this process of just outright malice, right? So I'm just like that really got me. That really irked the absolute mess out of me because I'm just like, why would you want that person to be shown any sort of mercy? Somebody hurt a person that you cared about, and it's just like, maybe we should feel bad for them. No, no, I mean, if it was in my cards, if it was on me to take justice for that for that situation, oh no, I would have been drug up out of there. But instead of me dragging baby girl out of there by her hair, instead I get to go into the gym and do my business and not have to worry about her whatsoever. And actually, when I went in there this morning, she was not at the front desk. She wasn't walking around. I didn't see her at all. I didn't see her nowhere in there. And you know what? That was such a beautiful, beautiful feeling because she didn't have no reason to do what she did. None. Besides you doing it out of malice. And like I even understood like her manager because when I went in there and said something and exposed her, he was like, yeah, like he was like doing his job as he should as a manager, defending her, said, people have to do their jobs. I understand that. He's like, there's a fine balance we walk between being a business and being human. And I understand that completely. But the problem was that he noted on my account that he had reversed the transaction. Now, this is when I went in afterwards. He said that there'll be a note that the transaction was reversed. So, and I had already locked my card, so I'm not too much more worried about it. But boy, howdy, when I say like that, that was just like that. That definitely that was upsetting. That's upsetting, and it makes me angry. And even like the more that I sit with it, the more I'm just like, it really does boggle my mind that you would want someone to be shown mercy when they have hurt someone that you cared about. Because I'm just like, say it wasn't just money, say it was something physical, say she came out and like cut one of my tires or something like that. So Under any other circumstance, would you still want her to be shown mercy? Or is it just in this case? Because it's like that's still just like a crazy concept to me. No, no, I don't want anybody to be shown mercy. No, I want exact justice. I want you to suffer as you have caused me to suffer because you did it, especially if it's something done senselessly out of malice. So, like, no, I don't understand that. I don't think I ever will understand that. There's no amount of humility that I'll be able to achieve that'll allow me to think like that. Unfortunately, unfortunately, I've gotten out of the season of turning the other cheek and just letting people be evil towards me and just being like, God, please twist the knife a little bit. That's unfortunately how I am. That's exactly how I feel. Like if you're going to outright be malicious to, and not even just me, to anyone for any reason, no, I hope God twists the knife on you and really makes it hurt so that you understand to not do this ever again. And hopefully it does help people learn. That's honestly that would be the greatest part of the lesson is that it does help somebody learn. Now, if it doesn't, and you continue to do the things that you do, well, I mean, that's kind of on you. I have plenty of family members who are just like that, who have learned absolutely nothing throughout their lives. They keep repeating cycles and repeating cycles and repeating cycles and doing the same things over and over and over and wonder why their life just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Like I've seen it. I've seen it happen. Like it's crazy because like I grew up in the church. I grew up around my mama waving her finger at everybody's face and acting like she's holier than thou, and yet she still continued. Like my mom swore up and down like sh she better than everybody and everything like that. She won't say that out loud, but the way that she acts with her nose in the air is like she's better than everybody. And yet every single guy that she dates, if she doesn't break up with them because they're like too nice or something like that, then she hooks up with these guys that are brain dead cheaters. And every single one of them, like she learns absolutely nothing. She continues to hook up with these men, these quote unquote Christian men, who go around doing the same thing as her unchristian ex husband, my father. Like, it's wild. It's wild that you want to wag your finger in everybody else's face and tell them how they've done wrong and how they are learning nothing, how they keep doing the same things over and over, and you can't even look yourself in the mirror and realize that you too are in the same position. It's wild. Like I have other family members who have literally their behavior has been so selfish, so gross, so disgusting that it's like it literally caused people to stop coming to family holidays. Like that's crazy. That's crazy that two people have been so negative and so toxic and continue to go through these same toxic cycles, same toxic behavior, learning nothing, literally pushing all their family away, literally causing people to not want to be near each other, not want to hang out with each other, not want us to care about each other at all, and have still learned nothing and still wonder why nobody wants to talk to them, why nobody wants to be around them, why nobody deals with them at all. Like it's like small wonder. It's a very small wonder. But it's like you can, like I said, you can only hope that people will learn that their behavior is bad, that the fact that people don't want to be around them, says something. You can hope that they'll learn from these things. But not many people actually learn from the stuff that they go through. They usually whine and cry, oh, why me? Why me? And then they just go back to doing the same things. And it's just like it's a little insane. It's a little insane to have watched this stuff go on my whole life. Have people be upset and mad at me because I choose to be nice to people. Like I've had so many people just be like, "You're too nice. You're too nice." And it's just like maybe you're not nice enough. Hmm. Maybe that's the actual real problem. Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you haven't stopped to think that, would it just be much easier, much simpler to just be kind to this person? Would it just like I don't know, like like for me personally, being nice to people, being kind to people, being helpful to others is like it brings me joy. That's why I like being in healthcare. I like being helpful to other people. I like being kind and healing. Like that's the kind of person that I like to be because I like that's just me. I can't say why it is that I'm like the way that I am. The same way I can't speak on why anybody else chooses to still do evil even after they keep having horrible stuff happen to them over and over and over. It's like I said, those two family members who who literally have messed up every family holiday for the last like 4, 5, 6 years. Like honestly, actually, the whole everything started back when actually when my daughter was a baby. She's 15 now. She was like 1.5, 2 when they started just like acting all sorts of crazy and pushing people away. And it's like in those years since those incidents, like those two family members in particular have gone through so much stuff and still I guarantee are still acting negative, still acting toxic, and want to sit there and pretend like they don't know why they go through the things that they go through and have gone through the things that they've gone through. And it's like, yeah, I guess we'll never find out, huh? Because you have learned nothing. You have learned nothing. You are trying to learn nothing, and good luck to you. I hope it all works out eventually, but I don't have much hope at this point. So that's that's pretty much it because I'm just otherwise I'll just keep rambling about more horrible people that I know and am related to. So if you cared about anything I had to say, doesn't really matter if you did or not. Uh, like so y'all know how the YouTube stuff goes, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.